And speaking of cars, it looks like the end of an era may come in Cuba, where visitors have always marveled at the old American cars on the streets dating back to the late 50s before U.S. imports were then banned. Well, Cuba's now announced they are loosening restrictions on buying imported cars. The problem, of course, for most Cubans is having enough money to be able to afford a new car.
Until relatively recently, only cars that were in Cuba before its revolution could be freely bought and sold, hence the large number of 1950s or older cars and Soviet-era vehicles. This cabbie's looking forward to a more modern fleet on the roads because, to be honest, he says these cars are falling apart. We're working as taxi drivers, but the cars are in a really bad state.
The move is all part of communist Cuba opening up its economy and changing views on private property here. The government says the old policy on cars was outdated and it didn't like the way that permits to buy were being traded for huge sums of cash. The state still has a monopoly on retail sales though, so car prices are likely to be high and not everyone's impressed.
Sí, puedo comprarlo. ¿Con qué?
Yes, I can buy a car, but what with? Jorge wants to know. Many Cubans' official state salaries are under $20 a month. The government says money from its car sales will be invested in public transport and presumably in repairing the potholed roads. But the number of cars on Cuba's streets is sure to soar, and not all of them will be as handsome as these.